Hi friends, your two goals for this activity are to make an array and write an equation. So this is like our work area for this activity. We have at the top, it says you have 6 linking cubes. So all your instructions, it's going to have the same, except the number of linking cubes will change. But that will always say you have a number of linking cubes. And then the second line, it says make an array with 3 equal rows. So you are working in your work area, and then you're going to follow those directions to take your linking cubes and put them in that number of rows. After you do that, you can count how many are in each row and then write an equation for your array. So I'm looking at my linking cubes and I do have 6, but I only have 1 row right now. And I need to get 3 rows. So I'm going to start at the end and I'm going to take one of the cubes and move it to a second row. So see how I have the start of a second row now, and then I'll take another cube and make the start of my 3rd row. And so now I'll go back to the end and I'll put another one in the second row, and then I'll put the last one in the 3rd row. And you see how now the rows are all equal and we have 6 cubes. So we can check the top 2. How many are in each row? So there's 1 and there's 2 in each row. And the last line, write an equation for your array. So one of the rows is 2 and we're adding, so that's a plus sign. The second row is 2 more, and then we're adding another row of 2 more. So our equation is 2 plus 2 plus 2, and that equals 6. And now we're ready for the next problem, so you can press the arrow link. Okay, so on this one it says that we have 14 linking cubes and we need to make an array with 2 equal rows. But when I look at the work area, there's more than 2 rows, and it's actually easier to go from a bigger number to a smaller number because we can just move the pieces from the bottom up to the top. So we do have 14 linking cubes, so we can put a check on that. And we need to straighten up these 2 that are kind of just off so that the rows are even. And then we can just move the bottom pieces up one at a time until we have 2 equal rows. Now it wants to know how many are in each row, so we'll use our pen to label those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 linking cubes in both of the rows. So for writing our equation, we're going to take one of the 7s plus the other 7, and that is equal to 14. So now we're ready for the next one. You can press the green arrow. For this one, it says that we have 20 linking cubes and we need to make an array with 4 equal rows. So I'm going to count and make sure I have 20. And then I'm noticing that I only have 2 rows, so I'm going to take the blocks from the end and move them to a 3rd row. And then from the 2nd row to the 4th row. And then I'm going to go back to the 1st row and put it in the 3rd. And the 2nd row can go to the 4th. And I'm going to keep doing this until all the rows are equal. Now I can put a check on that. So how many are in each row? There's 5. So my equation, I'm going to have 1 row of 5 plus another row of 5 plus another row of 5 plus another row of 5. If you know how to count by fives, you can just count 5, 10, 15, 20. and you can use skip counting to get there faster. And that is how you will do the remaining problems on your own. If you need help, just let me know.